right, good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us with our work from home broadcast tonight. We are Surge 365, and we are healing nations with vacations. My name is Laura Cross, and I'm from Peyton, Colorado. And with us tonight, we have Rick and Brenda Reese and Mariano Nandine, all from Colorado Springs, Colorado. So I also want to tell you before we get started here, make sure you have any questions to put them in the chat, and we'll be happy to answer them as we go along. So a lot of you may know by now, as of 8 o'clock this morning, Colorado, or 7 a.m. this morning, Colorado was put on shutdown, where unless you're essential, you're told to stay home until April 10th. Now, for those of us that work a home-based business, that's not too much of an adjustment for us, but for a lot of people, that is quite the shock. So I think right now, one of the biggest things that's important is that we stay positive, we stay focused, and we keep moving forward. Rick, what are your thoughts?
Well, one of the biggest things, and it's so good to have everyone join us today, one of the biggest things that we find, especially working from home, is your mindset. You know, you can get cabin fever, you can go absolutely crazy. And so one of the things that we do is we focus on how do I keep a good mindset while I'm going through this. Now, hopefully it's not going to last too long. But you can actually we believe in the law of attraction. Mm-hmm. And what you are attracting into your life is based on what you're thinking and what you're saying. And so in the law of attraction, if you want to attract money, if you want to attract better health, everything that you actually have in your life, you're attracting into your life. And so just to be cognizant of what you're speaking, what you're declaring, and especially during this time period, to be able to declare what you want. The second thing is affirmations, and this is all about how do I keep a good mindset. And this is not just for the parents, but also for the kids. And affirmations, being able to affirm what you want, writing I am statements, even during this period, I believe is so very, very important so that you can keep moving forward and keep the right mindset. I am healthy. I am wise. I am wealthy. You know, you can write and you're actually creating something. So the big question is, what are you creating during this period? And then the third thing is it's all about vision and being able to have the right vision, seeing yourself beyond this whole time period. See yourself out to December 31st or even beyond. I'd say December 31st. And so you want to write a vision statement of what you want to see during this period. And we've been telling folks, create a vision board. Now, you may not have a vision board, but it's so important. And that's a good project for kids as well, to sit down and flip through a magazine, cut out some pictures of things that touch your heart, get you a poster board, paste those on there, and actually create what you want to see between now and the end of the year and put it on that board. That's an excellent project for kids that are stuck in the house. And so whether it be the law of attraction, what are you attracting into your life, whether it be affirmations, being aware of what you're affirming during this period. You don't want to affirm the negative because you're reprogramming that subconscious. Program to the positive, and then the vision. What do you see during this period? You don't want to see death during this period. You want to speak life, see life, create that vision board, and watch how you actually create what you want during this period, not just let the period create you. Now, I know, Laura, you do a lot of training, and that training can take up quite a bit of time, especially with what we're doing. So why don't you share a little bit about what you're doing with the training aspects?
Yeah, I do. I love the training. Like I said, it's kind of like the whole Calgon Take Me Away. I love learning about all these other places that we can go. When you become a part of Surge 365, they offer that training for you for free. And you get to take the training, you get certified. And once you get those credentials, you earned the CLIA, you get to register for Travel Agent Academy, Travel Agent University. You can register with whatever you want, specialize in whatever you want. I have always been a big fan of Disney, so it took, several hours because there's lots of things to do, but I did my whole Disney course. They sent me my thing of knowledge, and I have a whole book full of certificates. So one of my main thing to do is because I haven't finished the Caribbean yet, I love the Caribbean, is to take some more of those classes, I get emails and offers all the time from Bellagio, from Caesars, all different kinds of things, offering all kinds of free training and certifications. And a lot of times there's different perks. We know that the situation is temporary. So by putting myself in position, I'm going to be able to go for pennies on a dollar and go visit these places in person. They're going to roll the red carpet out for us because they need help getting that word out. And the training helps you do that and become knowledgeable. I also know I'm a few short months away from my 7-night reward vacation from Surge 365, where they're going to pay for my accommodations. So I'm also going to spend some time to go to the See It with S365.com. You'll see it across the bottom if you want to take a look at some of our vacations that they're going to pay for. And I'm going to start figuring out where I want to go on that 7-night vacation. But I know Brenda loves to travel too. And I know she's been digging through and she's found some great specials as well. So maybe you can tell us some about the special, Brenda.
Oh, wow, Laura, you know what? I love to travel. And what I want everyone to know is travel has not stopped. If you're planning on going somewhere and you can still go, because I know a lot of different cities have different rules, different lockdowns, but call your airline, call your airport, find out what's going on, find out what the scheduling is. See, one thing about travel, it will always survive. Travel is recession proof. It will never stop. Even if you go back to 9/11, it might have paused for a minute, but it came back bigger, badder, stronger. Of course, we had to take off our belts, our shoes, our jacket, but we're rolling with it because everybody will continue to travel. And even now, it'll come back different. We might have to practice social distancing, and that's okay because it's all about making sure everyone stays healthy and everyone stays well. That's why we're obeying the laws that's in place right now as far as staying home, staying quarantined. And that's what's so exciting about our business, because you can come in to Surge 365, invest in yourself during this time, because now for a startup fee, you get so much, and we really don't have time to go through all the things that you get when you become Surge 365 and you have your membership. But one thing I know we get, which I love, is shopping, and we have all the stores. So you figure with your membership, you can go to Amazon. I have an Amazon Prime account, so I get the free second-day shipping. And what's really great about all the different products that we have through our business is you don't have to house it. We don't have to house a 747. We don't have to have inventory. We don't have to do auto ship. You figure we're paying a fee to keep our business up and running, and it allows us to write that off on your taxes. So see, everything about our business is a win-win. And what I also love about it is that you can do what we call a triple dip. So for you guys who love to shop like I do, you can use your credit card, your MasterCard, your Gold card, your Black card, whatever card you have that gives you reward points. And you go on your website and you go to your shopping right now. You purchase something from your famous favorite store that gives you rewards. So your card gives you rewards. That's one dip. Our program gives you rewards on what you purchase. That's a second dip. And then the store you're working with gives you another credit. So we call that the triple dip. And that also applies to traveling. But right now, folks are kind of staying put. They're not traveling. But what I would suggest you do, instead of just canceling your vacation or whatever you planned on doing, contact the hotel, contact the airlines, contact the cruise ship. Because what they're doing is, instead of you just canceling everything out, they're postponing it. And they're postponing it for 4 to 5 months out. They're giving you great rates. They're giving you free upgrades. So before you just wash it all away and say, forget it, I'm not going, find out by postponing it what you're going to receive. And that's what I love about our travel business, because all you have to do is keep an open mind and don't just shut down. Even for our company, they sent out a really great email telling us how they're looking forward, and they're looking into trips, 3 months, 6 months out, because the resorts, they're going to be wanting us to come and visit. I was just sharing with a friend, even if you wanted to be a Bellagio, because everybody's talking about how Vegas is shut down and it's a ghost town right now. Believe you me, Vegas will be up and running before you know it. So now you have time to become a Bellagio specialist. And then you're gonna be the first one on their list with your email. And they're gonna be sending you out great deals for you to come and stay at the Bellagio in a suite, 3-4 days free. We have no idea all the great different bennies and rewards that's waiting for us. So keep an open mind, understand that this too will pass, and you want to be ready and available to move. So start dreaming and thinking about where you want to go. Your live list is still there. I know I want to go to New Zealand. I can't get there right now, but I know I will get there. So let's keep an open mind. Let's stay focused. Like Rick said, let's do something different. And know that travel will always be here, and it's always going to come back bigger, badder, and better. And we want to make sure that we're in the place, which is with Surge 365. So I'm telling you, if you don't have your membership up and running, you definitely want to get it, because we have so many great things that we can offer you. And one thing I love about it more than anything else is I'm not having to house product. I'm not having to do an auto ship, because my 747 is right there. American Airlines is cleaning it up. They're disinfecting it. The same thing with the cruise lines. They have docked their cruises, their cruise lines, their ships. They're cleaning those up. They're desanitizing it, and I'm quite sure they're doing a little upgrades on different ones. And so when I'm ready to travel and they're ready to travel, I know I can be upgraded to a suite. So I love our business, and I want because it will always come back. It will always soar. So Mariano, that's a great idea. What about the different things with our compensation plan that works?
It's a great thing to be talking about, Brenda, because I know there's a lot of folks that are concerned about income and, compensation. And if we had our whole hour, we could talk about all of the ways that we get compensated with our opportunity. But I just want to highlight a few things that are most important, or that are, some of the bigger ones that people can relate to. Ones that I want to share with folks right now is realize that you can earn $1,000 bonus with just 7 team members. I don't know how many other opportunities do that, but I know that we're one of the few, if not the only. But even if you don't want to build it, one of the things that I love about our company is the options that you have. Because if you just want to build a database of customers, and again, we know that there aren't a lot of people that are traveling big right now, but even people renting hotels that are, when it opens up, you realize there's no limit to the number of customers that you can have around the world. And so what's cool about our compensation is that when these folks use our free service called the Vortex, they're going to save 9 times out of 10 over the lowest internet price that's out there, because that's how our algorithm works, right? So what happens is that whenever they save money, then we're going to earn 60% of whatever it is those folks save. So like an example would be somebody says they go to stay out here in Colorado, from Colorado Springs to Denver. It's a little bit of a drive, but let's say you go up there and spend the night at a Holiday Inn and save $50. Well, that person's going to earn 60% of that, or $30. And when you multiply that times 100, that's a pretty good chunk of change. And again, realize that there's no limit to the number of customers that you can have that link to. So, depending on how you want to build a business, or how you want to make money, or how much you want to make, we have an option that'll help you accomplish whatever it is that you want to accomplish, because we know with the industry as large as it is, at 8.3 trillion, the fact, like you mentioned, that it's recession proof, you know, it's not the largest industry in the world with people staying home. So at 8.3 trillion, you know, you just got to decide how much you want or how much of a dent you want to put in it. So it's all there for you, and the company's more willing to pay you whatever it is that you earn if you just want to work for it. So other than that, you know, like I said, our compensation plan is so extensive with all the bonuses and all of the other ways that we get compensated. We could talk about it for an hour, but you know, that's all I really want to share with folks right now. I would highly encourage you that if you're interested in anything that we're saying tonight, get in touch with a person who invited you to participate, or they can turn you on to the presentation that talks about all of our compensation, because I've really only touched the surface of it. So Laura, you know, back over to you.
Thanks, Mariano. Yeah, and I love the vortex. You know, to me, saving people money and still being able to earn 60%, I mean, that's win-win. I mean, and people need to be able to save. So if you can earn and help people save, I think that's fantastic. You know, and the thing is, too, is now that you have this time, if you stay positive and you stay focused and look at moving forward, now is the time to dig in and do this training. Either sharpen your skills or create, you know, get new skills and have a backup plan, have a plan B, because there's a ton of things. And then, you know, these certifications that I'm doing, if I really wanted to, I could be hired out as a virtual assistant. There's a lot of people out there that don't like booking their own travel. Big companies, you know, or individuals that just don't have time, and they actually hire people to go book their travel. So virtual assistants are really, really huge too. So I'm hoping you guys found this information, you know, useful. The most important thing right now for us to get through this, we know this situation is temporary. We know it's always shocking and devastating news. Stay positive, stay focused, and keep moving forward. And like we said, if there is anything here at all that makes sense to you, get back to whoever invited you. You know, you can go
Laura?
to. Okay. Sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to say, what's so important right now is people watching people and coming together. And something we love is that we actually are a circle of friends. You know, we had talked about this earlier, and people need people, especially right now in this time of isolation. You know, people are being isolated and excuse me. So as a circle of friends, even if you're not in the business, think about the people that are in that circle, and think about the needs of the people that are in that circle. You know, one of the things I love about, you know, the team that we've got is we are a circle of friends, and we're meeting needs way beyond just the business. And I think that is so critically important right now. But what's nice, and that's what you were saying, Mariano, every 7 folks that come on board is $1,000 bonus. And that's very unique in our business. And a lot of times, I'm sure there's a lot of folks, you know, getting information and sometimes bombarded by people with different opportunities. And I think ours is really easy, because one of the questions is, how do you make $1,000 in these other different opportunities? How does a person make $1,000? And they may give you reams of paper with calculations. Ours is very, very simple. 7 folks come on board, you know, with that membership. The top package, travel owner package, is $1,000 bonus. That's unlimited. And so as we're building our circle of friends, that's huge, because right now people are looking, how can I create another income stream? And so one of the focuses right now, in addition to the training, like you mentioned, Laura, in addition to, of course, the compensation, in addition to the savings, in addition to the mindset, is building a team of circle of friends, you know, to make sure that everybody's covered. There's a lot of people out there, especially those in the service industry. You know, my heart goes out to the bartenders, to the waitresses, to the waiters. A lot of people they made their money through tips. They immediately didn't have an income. Now, this money may trickle down from the package and all that and the government, you know, but that's not a lot of money. And that's only going to go a little ways. And so if you can, think about the circle of friends that are around you and invite people into that circle. They may not come in the business, but it is a support system to mutually support each other during this period. And I think that's so important. Back to you, Laura.
Thanks. Yeah, and we need that circle of friends. We need that support right now, more than ever. And even with what we're building now is, that builds residual income. That builds stuff that, goes way out, and I love the fact that it's willable. You can pass it down for generations. The income that we're making is willable. So, you put the work in, you're working towards your future and for that check to keep coming. So anyway, anyone that wants to know more about the company, you can go to surge365.com. But like I said, if any of this makes sense to you or you want to know more, get back with whoever invited you to this broadcast, because the only way to join us is to know someone in the company. That's the only way to be able to join is to know someone in the company. And we are here to help. Please stay positive, stay focused, and move forward, because this is temporary and we're going to get through this. And a home-based business is, a great thing. And if you've never done one before, now's the time to dig in and start doing it.